Hi guys, it is me and I am back with another video. For all of my normal subscribers, I just wanted to let you know that yes, I am doing another video on this whole Unicorn Mom scandal, and I apologize that I don't have regular videos up, but if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that when I obsess over things, I obsess over them bad, and this involves something that has been held near and dear to my heart for 3 years, I want to say, 2 years, something like that. I've been part of this group for a while, and I have officially dehorned myself. So if you came here just to like look at the different screenshots that I have, the evidence, and my opinion on everything, I'm going to go ahead and put a timestamp somewhere right here on the screen so that you guys can just jump to that if you don't want to hear everything of me explaining what a unicorn mom is to the people who are my normal subscribers, because if you don't know, I've been making YouTube videos for a while and I have people who watch all of them, and I don't want them to be like, I don't care about the subject. So go ahead and jump to the timestamp somewhere on this screen that I'm going to put it. And for everybody else who is wondering what a unicorn mom is and this whole thing, pretty much, since I didn't really get into it, I just kind of like started talking about it and then jumped to a whole nother subject because that's who I am. Yeah, call it Gemini personality, call it Mercury retrograde, and communication sucks. Not quite sure, but pretty much Unicorn Moms is a group that is full of 37,000 women. And in this group, it was a moms only group. Does not matter, you know, if you're a stepmom, if you're a teen mom, any kind of mom. As long as you're a mom and you are a cool mom, you're allowed to be part of this group. Now, we're called Unicorn Moms. And when I was saying dehorning myself in the last video, if someone gets kicked out of the group, they say, bitch, you've been dehorned. Or they're like, remove your horn, you're being booted. Now, booted is the same thing as getting kicked out. So anyways, when I say that I dehorned myself, I removed my Unicorn Mom horn. I removed it because I don't want to be associated with this group anymore because of everything that's happened. And I also want to touch base with the fact that honestly, originally I did not want to leave the group because of the suicide comment. It rubbed me the wrong way. It did. But I was willing to stay in the group if I felt like there was a genuine apology and there was the fact that Christy was no longer going to be an admin or part of the group. The reason I left the group is because not only has more information come out about the group and about some other shady stuff, but before I even knew this, I felt that the apology that was put up by Maria was insincere, and I had already found out that Christy was still in the group, and I thought that was wrong, and I felt like maybe if they got rid of Christy it would be okay, but I realized real quick that it's not, and in all honesty, I'm wondering now if the majority of the women that are in the group still are only in the group because they're waiting to see what happens, to see if Maria and the admins are going to be able to redeem themselves. Now, if you're a unicorn mom and you have no idea what I'm talking about, go watch my first video. That way I can kind of jump into it and talk to everybody about the new information that's been leaked. So first, I guess I should start with the fact that Christy is still part of Unicorn Moms. They did not get rid of her. She just made a different profile, so we don't know who she is. That's pretty much the end of that. There's a couple screenshots about her possibly buying drugs, but me personally, not to, if you're watching this, whoever posted that, not to negate your evidence whatsoever, because I don't find it impossible that she was asking for that. Unfortunately, I feel like that isn't necessarily 100% because you could technically plug anybody's name in there because it was a text message versus a regular, versus like a Facebook message, so to say. So the big thing that came out was the fact that Maria and the other admins definitely faked the money for the charity, and more screenshots were leaked regarding the whole conversation about how they were just going to cover that up. And before these were leaked, Maria tried to post this post right here. And it more or less says something along the lines of, I just want to clear up the misunderstanding, the money was donated and this and that and everything. But these screenshots right here are telling you right now that that's not true, and they were trying to figure out how to cover their ass. And the big thing for me is that is a significant amount of money. And one of the ex-admins messaged me personally and told me that she hopes that people don't assume that all of the events were like this. From what she's aware of, that was the only event. Every other event was honest. So I'm not going to spread misnomer and try to get them in trouble for all of their events. It was just this one specifically that seemed to be an issue. The second thing that I wanted to talk about was the fact that first, when I saw these photos, I was under the impression that Maria had added this person into the group for marketing. And that's what things were saying. So what I'm talking about right now is one of the biggest things with Unicorn Moms is no men allowed. It is a mom's group. You have to be a mom. You have to be a woman. You have to be a mom to be part of this group. The admin of that group who pushes those rules down our throats so much had a male come in, a straight male at that, mind you, a straight male come in, make a fake profile, add himself to a woman's group so that it could be for marketing. Now, this is where I am very, very, very hurt, and I feel betrayed, even though I'm not part of that group anymore. Number one, if Unicorn Moms is meant to lift women up and to empower women and to, you know, really, Maria herself is an entrepreneur, right? Why would you choose a man? And why would you choose a straight man and then have him make a fake profile as a woman and add them to the group? Why not find a woman that can do the exact same job that he can, and then you don't even have to worry about the changing the gender of the person? I mean, that to me just seems like it would be more logical. And so I started thinking, why? Why a man? Wouldn't it just be easier to find a mom who does the same thing? I'm sure there's one out there. Why pick him? And I started doing some digging, and I started really Googling and trying to figure it out. And I stumbled upon this. This is saying that he is a co-founder. So now you have a male, straight co-founder who made a fake profile that you were 100% aware of and had him be part of the group. Okay, now I'm going to spill a little bit of tea or whatever you want to say, okay? This is wrong because we were under the impression that this was a group full of women. We talked about things that we would not talk about in front of a man. We posted pictures of ourselves that we probably wouldn't post in front of a man. Now, mind you, there is no nudity in the group, so there's been a couple chicks that did it and they got booted, but for the most part, the rule is no nudity. But we would post boudoir photos, asking opinions on which one of these do you think would be nice for my husband? People had posted, you know, before and after plastic surgery. People have posted like, show me how hot you are, and there's women that are in scantily clad outfits, and we were using this group to be able to express ourselves to other women, feeling like there wasn't anybody on the prowl, feeling like that was the one safe spot, that we didn't have to worry about a man judging us and eyeing us, and we could embrace each other's beauty without taking it to a sexual level, if that makes sense. And all along, there has been a straight man in the group. And I know I keep saying straight man, and I know I'm sorry about that. I'm not trying to get into the whole LGBTQ community thing. I'm just saying he wasn't even gay. He's attracted to other women. There's proof right here. Look at Maria posted, oh, here's Cameron, or Cammy, if you want to say, he's single. If he's single and she was really trying to hook him up with girls from the group, that means that he's straight, and he saw all of that. He probably was able to read through comments about like weird sexual kinks that we're into. He was able to, you know, see different things that are supposed to be private among women. How do we know that he doesn't have screenshots? How do we know that he didn't save photos? How do you know that if your specific photo that you posted of your boudoir shoot, how do you know that that's not somewhere on his computer right now? You don't. And the admin allowed this. The admin kept it from everyone in the group. And I'm just shocked. I'm shocked that more evidence came out regarding the money for the charity, and I'm shocked that they allowed a man in the group. And I feel betrayed. Luckily, I wasn't one of them that posted something like that. And sometimes I wonder too, thinking about it while I was cleaning my house today, is that the reason that these women kept saying, be careful what you post because it can go real life? Is that why? And what I say by real life, if you're not part of the group, is a lot of women were finding things that were posted by other women, and they would actually take it outside of the group, and they would take screenshots and they would show it to this woman's husband or this woman's sister or whatever, just to cause drama because they felt like they needed to know or whatever. Now, is that why? Is that why they kept saying, be careful what you post? Is it because they knew that they had a man in there and they were worried? I don't know. That's just an assumption. But I'm a little shocked and a little disgusted and a little let down and disappointed that they allowed this to happen. I'm sorry, you could have found another woman to be a part of the group, but no, you found a man. You don't know what he took from that group. This is also something that I find interesting. I said I had no proof in my last video that they're making money off of us, but look at the yearly income that's coming in from Unicorn Moms. Yeah, that's a big number. I'm excited because I'm able to finally buy Dawn dish soap and not Palmolive. And I did a happy dance in the store. I'm like, woohoo! We got a little bit of a raise. I can now buy actual Dawn dish soap, not Palmolive. And now you see somebody who's making money off of you is bringing in this much. This is all revenue. Mind you, I know you have to pay for things to get printed for the stickers and the cups and all of that kind of stuff. And I'm sure parts of this money went up front to pay for some of the events. But at the same time, keep in mind, how much are you paying to go to these events? This is all money that's profit. And they're making profit off of you for being part of this group. And in turn, the way that they repay you is they talk shit about you in screenshots. They make fake charity events for their friends. And I think what is the most wrong is they allowed a straight man into the group to view everything for marketing purposes. It's wrong. He's a co-founder. I feel like we've all been lied to. And if for some reason the admin is watching this right now, can I just ask you a question? Why are you so concerned with trying to send people legal documentation to shut them up for sharing these screenshots? Why are you closing down the whole group and doing damage control to get rid of anything and everything? Have you ever thought that maybe, just maybe, the women that are still in the group are just sitting there waiting for a sincere apology? Have you tried actually apologizing for your actions? You haven't. You've put up things to silence us. You put up a bullshit apology to try to make it get swept under the rug. If somebody has a question, you just get rid of them. You're not going to be able to hide from this. I'm sorry, you're not. You're going to have to deal with it, or you're going to lose your whole group. I'm happy that I'm not a part of it anymore. I'm sad at the same time, don't get me wrong. I was in Walmart yesterday and I saw this beautiful unicorn towel and I got so excited and I was like, oh shit, I'm not a unicorn mom anymore. So like, and then I almost wanted to cry in the middle of Walmart. I'm fighting back tears because I'm so sad that I don't have this strong group of women anymore because I chose to leave. But I just had that thought, like, have you ever thought that maybe you should just come out, admit that you were legitimately wrong with no excuses, and maybe see if you can salvage this rather than trying to legally stop people from spreading the news, trying to just sweep it under the rug? You can't silence people because it paints you in a bad light. What's done is done. Maybe you should sit around and think about a way to maybe make it up to the other unicorn moms that are sticking by your side, because I guess they're loyal. That's all I can really say about them. Personally, I think that they're maybe not making the best decision. And honestly, with everything that the admins have done, I question why other moms are in the group. I don't know. It's bothering me, and I have been obsessively checking, looking for evidence. I have been obsessively keeping up to date on all of the new things that are coming out, and I'm shocked, as I said before, and I'm sad that this happened. I trusted this group. I trusted those admins. You know, I mean, I trusted all parts of that group. I thought because it was such a big group and because they were always so big on loyalty that we didn't have to worry about them. It was the other unicorn moms. You know, you always had to make sure you didn't post anything that would really piss off another unicorn mom. But here you are with admin, and they're the ones that are doing it. The people who run the group, they're the ones that are doing it. And I just don't know. I don't understand. And on a side note, I don't know how true this is, but I thought I would throw it in for good measure. A lot of people have said that Christy is kind of mean. And I would agree that I think she's mean. And apparently on the Unicorn Mom cruise, she was talking about one of the other unicorn moms who may have a disability. And I think it's really, really, really wrong that she's going to go ahead and make fun of that mother. Yet we aren't allowed to use the word retarded. And I know I said I don't like the word. I don't. But the fact that because she's sensitive, because her daughter has special needs, you can't even use the word retarded as in, oh my god, that's so retarded, ha 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 ha, or you'll get booted. Not calling someone that, just using it as in a situation, or oh my god, look at this retarded situation, can you believe that? Like, that's enough to offend her, yet she's gonna sit there and she's gonna make fun of other moms that have handicaps? Are you kidding me right now? It's such a double standard. I just don't understand how this is okay. You know, as much as this isn't supposed to be a politically correct group, I feel like they kept it pretty politically correct. And I just don't understand how they can find it acceptable to not use the word retarded, yet they think it's perfectly okay to talk about giving a suicidal person a gun. Are you kidding? Like, seriously? That's okay. That's okay to say, but God forbid you use the word retarded, not even referring to a person, but possibly a situation. There's just so many things that just don't make sense. The fact that she admitted right here in this screenshot that she has to like put up her face. Oh, I gotta go put my volleyball face on, or whatever she said. Like, are you serious right now? She's pointing out that she can turn it on and off. So think about it. Every time that she's been nice to you, how do you know she was even nice to you? How do you know that she wasn't just putting on her face? How do you know that the whole time there isn't some hidden agenda about having Cameron in here? About having Cameron in the group? How do you know that there's not something else there, not just for marketing? How do you know that maybe those pictures that you posted are going to go to a bigger picture? How do you know that the things that you said when you admitted that, you know, you like this sexual position, or you like this sexual thing, or, you know, whatever your fetish is, how do you know that that's not going to a bigger picture? How do you know that that's not being, that information isn't being used to, at some point, kind of market certain things to you? And I understand when you get a group that big and you're wanting to expand and you're wanting to make more money, you need to have some sort of marketing representative inside. I get that. But again, it goes back to the whole why. Why do you have to choose a man? If it's all for woman power and this and that, go find a woman to do the job. I find it weird that she chose a man. I'm sorry. I think there's something bigger that goes into that. I could be wrong. But I truly think that because she chose a man and he had to make a whole fake profile just to be part of the group, that there's a bigger reason than just marketing. And the fact that all of the one of the unicorn moms was even able to notice that, pointed it out, and they all played stupid. They lie to us. So I'm glad that I'm not part of a group like that. And also I wanted to say, on one of the threads that I'm reading, there's a lot of moms pushing their groups. And I think that's all fine and dandy. I really do. Like, if you want people to be in your group, that's cool. But for you unicorn moms that just left, maybe you should worry about dating yourself for a little bit. That's what I'm doing. I want to be part of a group right now. I think I'm going to date myself. I think I'm going to sit here and figure out what it is that I want in a group rather than just jumping into another one for support. I think we all need to sit there and really think about what it is that we're really wanting from a group. Are we ever wanting to put ourselves into a situation again where we feel like we can talk about those kind of things? How do we know that this doesn't happen again? It just really makes you wonder. And personally, I think we should all just take a little bit of time for ourselves and kind of figure out what we're looking for when we join a group. If you guys enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a like. Please subscribe. I'll probably be posting more updates, hopefully. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.